is Morning Crossfire.
A great talk show unravels your thinking, makes you stop to listen, engages you in a debate of opinions.
I believe this man knows what he is doing. He is a Nigerian.
And ultimately brings you to the king of talk radio, Femi D Live.
Your number one talk news and sports station. This is the Morning Crossfire
With Femi D Live.
This is Nigeria Info.
Them this very morning. To remember, we're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook. So go on, join us on YouTube and on Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. That's the YouTube channel. Check us out there. I'm streaming live. As you drop your comments, I can read them live during the course of the stream and even during the broadcast. Okay, so at Nigeria Info Abuja, we'll be fine if you're streaming on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, time to take a look at some of the biggest stories across at least 5 papers for today. Do you remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are only informing you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Taking a look at the Punch newspaper for today. Lebrek signs Olatunji on permanent deal. Natip sacks 5 for corruption, leaking information. That's leaking information now. Funding, youths driving Africa's tech growth, says Sanwo-Olu. Lagos police dismiss sergeant for extorting 98,000 naira from man. Ways to utilize virtual assistants. Federal government labor meeting deadlocked as fuel price hits over 700 naira per litre. Obi narrates identity duplication drama in UK, says it started from Nigeria. Tinubu did not remove subsidies, says Kiamu. Oyo police storm auxiliary hideouts, arrest 78 Midams. Other stories as we find, in the likes of Punch for today. Edo Labour Party vows to win local government elections. Gombe Governor Yaya deputy sworn in for second time. Victim of serial blackmailer alleges theft of life. Kidnappers kill 2, abduct others in Ogun Farm raid. How Tinubu can solve Nigeria's problems. YPP chieftain speaks up about this. And then Justin Uzodinma, elected APC Governors Forum chair, backs subsidy remover. Prepare for defeat. AMPP governor candidate tells Uzodinma. Taraba governor appoints SSG and chief of staff. Declare state of emergency in health sector. NAD urges Kaduna governor. All right, well, these are leading stories from the Punch. Let's take a look at Daily Trust for today. CBN devalues Naira to 630 to $1. That's an exclusive as it appears in Daily Trust for today. CBN devalues Naira to 630 to $1. Subsidy remover were in very difficult moment. Abdullahi Adamu. And then subsidy remover, food prices, transport fares. Thunder strikes 5-year-old boy to death in Katsina State. Man seeks divorce over wife's plan to elope with clergyman. Girl missing after leaving home for errand in Kwara State. Fuel subsidy. Federal government labor leaders meeting ends in deadlock. Our MDA squandered 3.8 trillion naira under Buhari. That's a new report coming up on there. Subsidy. Oshomale at Aso Rock as federal government meets labor leaders. NLC rejects new petrol pump price. Other stories of interest this very morning. Dangote Tribune Sugar Research Center at NSUK. Custom avails Fast Track 2.0 to facilitate trade compliance. After failed Senate re-election bid, Public Accounts Committee Chair dumps PDP. Face me, my father, not your mate. El Rufai's son hits Shehu Sani on Twitter. Ogun Assembly workers declare indefinite strike over salary. All right, away from that, let's move on to the nation for today. Nigeria open for business. Tinubu tells China, we'll give you a free hand, but you will carry your cross. Adamu tells APC governors. And then of interest, two PDP senators, Rogade and Akin Yelure, resign from party. Ghanaian author Ama Ata Adio dies at 81, while Lagos PDP is lagging behind. Uzodima, all presidential candidates promise to end subsidy. Hearing in Lagos, Obi's petition stalled. Sudan Army suspends participation in Jeddah ceasefire talks. 200 reps backing me, says Abbas. NNPCL fixes 488 to 557 per litre petrol price template. Ministry spam sex credit diary with 254 medal haul feat as minister. And then the video thanks federal government for national award. All right, of interest as well, this very morning, still on Femi and Ikiti politics also makes its appearance there. All right, well, these are some stories as you can take it up from the nation. Now, let's take a look at the Vanguard for today, and the stories appear there. From the Vanguard, 10th as National Assembly leadership, APC, Tinubu allegedly back out of Akpabio's endorsement. That's a tough one. Okay. Vanguard is saying Tinubu, APC and Tinubu back out of Akpabio's endorsement. Presidential Tribunal, Tinubu, APC oppose tendering of evidence from Beavers. Petrol drops 500 naira per litre as subsidy removal takes effect. Tinubu's minority government faces a legitimacy challenge. Meet Afenifere Ohaneze, others to weave Nigeria together again. Agbakogba advises Tinubu. 10th National Assembly leadership, APC Tinubu allegedly back out of Akpabio's endorsement. Subsidy. Labour meeting with federal government inconclusive. Don't go outside our manifestos. APC warns governors. Tinubu will build better Nigeria. Diaspora support group. Fuel subsidy. Tinubu supporters now unable to go to work, says Showere. And then 5 missing as 6-story building collapses in the United States. Bandits kill vigilante leader, 17 others in Zamfara. Petrol tops 500 naira per litre as subsidy removal takes effect. Explosion at Lasut destroys 3 shops and office. Okay, and there's a story about 5 ways to survive the new hike in fuel price. I am honored by federal government's national award, says the reader. And then I received insults, death threats. Tony Abraham pens open letter to Tinubu. I'm going back. Fuel scarcity, I'm going back. T.Y. Savage laments moments after arriving in Nigeria. It's mischievous to say Tinubu removed fuel subsidy, says Kiyamo. I knew nothing about the education sector before Buhari appointed me, says Adamu. That's the former Minister of Education. Nasima challenges Tinubu on SMEs, private sector driven economy. Stock market surges 5.2% on new government sentiments. All right, let's take on the independent newspaper for today. Just to follow through with the Independent, which will be our last paper to read for today. Okay, now here we go. Tinubu asks DSS. Oh, there, I have to take that again. Tinubu asks DSS to vacate EFCC office after fight over Lagos property. Fare hike as few queues swell. Product sales above 600 naira per litre. Inauguration. Federal Character Commissioner congratulates President Tinubu. Zenith Bank bags Best Corporate Governance Financial Service Award in Africa. $10 billion went into subsidizing fuel in 2022. Shetima laments. Senate slams 100,000 naira fine. 2 years imprisonment on false petitioners. We have made giant strides in housing delivery to Lagosians. That's according to Sanwo-Olu. And then, of your interest as well, this very morning, you want to read about appraising JAM's development of infrastructure for seamless digital assessments. WHO, Africa, CDC unveil joint emergency response for health in the continent. Other stories of interest this very morning. Father sentenced to life imprisonment for defiling daughter. Police after running rapists in Ondo State. And then one killed, 78 others, 78 arrested, over 3 million naira recovered during gun duel. All right, well, these are the big stories as we have it this very morning. We'd like to also extend our congratulations to the new executive vice chairman of the Sun newspaper, Mr. Femi Adesina.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, let's take on your calls this very morning as we listen to you and your viewpoints on some of the biggest stories. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we had them for today. As we take on your calls, we ask of you to follow through with our own editorial guide. Essentially, we ask of you to be mindful of your comments. No hate speech, no lies, no fake news, no abuses. Be truthful, be factual. We ask of you to keep your sentiments far from discussions. Keep your emotions in check, essentially. And we would have a good conversation, all right? With that said, let's open up the phone lines and also all the other portals that we can take your messaging and your commentary on. Okay? The phone lines remain 0700 951 0000. That's 0700 951 0000. You can also join in on 080 95 97 4869. And on WhatsApp, it's 0809 99 301 37. For ease, okay? Just remember it as this 080 999. That's 999 301 37. Looking out for your comments on Facebook and on YouTube at this time at Nigeria Info Abuja. There you find us. Let's get started.
Watch your number one talk station of the nation. Nigeria Info every day of the week, Mondays to Friday on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
A very good morning to you this very day. Welcome to the show. Ooh, barely can hear you. Try to reach me back. Good morning to you. Yes, how are you today?
I'm fine. My name is Mr. Chidebe. I'm calling you from Paris.
Oh, good to have you on. Let's talk.
Thank you. Femi.
Sir?
I'm finding it difficult. But there is no problem. We have agreed to pay the price this time around. Did you see Tinubu Pikin when he called? I heard what he said. The arithmetic alone, my head blow up. So this is what other government has been saying. So this is what we've been passing through. To me, it's like fuel was virtually free, even at 200, 190 or 160 something they were saying it before. It was just like free. Femi, do you know why I called you?
Why? What did you call?
I want to beg Nigerian people, please, in the name of God, let's keep this a trial and hold government accountable whether they are doing what they say they will use this money to do. Honestly speaking, it is clear to me now why other governments in the past failed, because all of them came with good intention. What am I seeing? It's truly difficult, but honestly speaking, in the name of God, if we are going to make headway as a nation, this time around we'll have to get it right.
Okay. All right. Let's read it out with you, dear friend.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Grateful to you. Okay. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Sir?
I've tried it this fly like, not just try, I've tried it. My name is Omar.
All right, Omar, just turn on your listening device so that it's we can hear you clearly.
I've done that. Femi, it's terrible and very difficult. Sincerity. Yesterday I tried the inflation to buy fuel. Then it was still 195 naira, somewhere around behind the cash and carry. There's this area behind it, the Nipco filling station. Funny enough, we were there and the man just came in and started every person to sell again. They went for a meeting for a little while. They came out to immediately change to 5.37 naira per liter. And I bought it for 30,000 naira. I had a little below quarter before I got the fuel. For 40,000 naira, I still have quarter to full. 30K. I suppose that meter is not very accurate. This is my opinion anyway, but it's fine. I think to us, let us this phase must come somehow. It must come. Whether to Tinubu, whoever wants, it must come because it's not something in the budget as it is.
All right.
So let us have it space out and enjoy it subsequently.
Okay.
I actually want to beg people who do this, please help as possible as you can. That's really hard for a lot of persons. This is the truth.
Okay.
Thank you, Maoga.
Thank you. It's good to hear people go the line of encouragement. It is good, I tell you. Atume Ayegba says, good morning, Femi. I'm watching live from Ebonyi State. Our refinery should have been put in order before subsidy removal. Ludadi Abiodi says, good morning, Femi. Something has to be done to cushion the effect of this subsidy removal. Mwazu John Lassisi says, subsidy removal, Nigerians are patient with every government policy. Jacob Japet says, good morning, Femi. I knew something about education when I knew nothing about education when Buhari appointed me. See why there was no visible progress in education in the last 8 years? God help us. And then go on to say, it's quite unfortunate where we are heading in this country. Things are becoming more difficult with just days into the new government that appears to be ill-prepared for governance. Gum Daniel says, good morning, Femi. I'm not surprised for fuel subsidy because almost all the presidential candidates in the last general elections promised to remove subsidy. More calls.
Hello.
Good morning.
Dr. Good morning. This is Mr. Victor Echo.
All right, Mr. Victor, good to have you on.
I'm fine. How's work?
Well, yeah.
The thing is, the Tinubu government to fight corruption, to fight it deliberately, and they cut with government wastage. Do you get? And if they can do that, like I work in the private sector, whenever I call it, I always emphasize, you don't see those kind of excesses in the private sector. You see the way people are supporting Nigerian info. If the Nigerian government can copy some of these private organizations that are effectively running their management system, the country will move forward.
Okay.
But we will sink deeper and deeper. 60-something years and we're still in this. Look at Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew had to make a deliberate stand of not borrowing money. If you read that book, it's memoirs.
Yeah, it's there.
People should buy that book.
The book is called From Third Word to First Order, right? That book? From third word to first order. Yeah. Yep. All right.
Very good.
Yeah. It's quite big though. Thank you. It's quite a big book. It's almost 2,000 pages. NLC should just be patient with Mr. Tinubu on the fuel subsidy remover. Nigeria will soon enjoy the dividend, says Muazu John Lasisi on Facebook. Olowu David Goche says, good morning, David Femi D. How can we Nigerians allow ourselves to be decided by these people? The only benefit the average Nigerian gets from the government starts the cost from the luxurious life of government staff. So sad. Olowu David from Nasarawa State. Sunday Daily Ola says, good morning. Good morning to you, dear friend. New Abdul Salami also says, good morning, Nigeria. For God bless Nigeria. God bless you too. Okay, we have more messages that would come in, but we'll have to take them on after the break. Stay with me right here, Nigeria Info. Let's read your messages. Let's take more of your calls. The situation is getting more interesting. I've got briefing from what was said after the meeting between the NLC and the government yesterday. Listen to the raw cut of what was said. You'll be surprised.
This is Nigeria Info.